Well, ladies and gentlemen, our two judges have come and reviewed the video. After review of the video, there is not enough evidence to call a rule infraction. Therefore, the team for Crystal, Louie, and Brandon will stand at a 62 and 38 on 6. Mike Christian, Owen Weeks, Preston Ammerman. They're riding with a 39 and 70 on 3. Flag is up. 0-0, caliber 0. Team having some tough luck going out with an old time. We're down to the final team to run. The team of Tammy Jurgens, Wesley, and Colton Appenzeller, 34 and 34 on 3. 62 and 38 on 6 is winning the average for over $18,000. 64 and 46 on 6 is winning second place for over $12,000. The final team to run. Flag is up. 4, caliber 4. Oh. Tammy Jurgens made the first cut. Wesley made the second one. Tammy Jurgens is back in for the third cut. They're going to the pay window on a Friday night. $23 and $96. Ladies and gentlemen, second place in the average, taking home $12,000 with a 62 and 38 on 6. Christopher Sage and Louis Sajoni and Brandon Kruger. Write that down. And your winner, taking home $18,500. Tammy Jurgens, Wesley, and Colton Appenzeller.
Wow, that was exciting, huh? When there's that much money up for grabs, it's exciting. We have our winners here of our night with the champions. It's a big one. Nice job, you guys. Who do we have here?
Wesley Appenzeller, Queen Creek, Arizona.
Tammy Jurgens, Parker, South Dakota.
Colton Appenzeller, Queen Creek, Arizona.
Now, when we do those Calcuttas, guys, you want to make sure you get in there or maybe wait till the end because these guys were picked last. There ain't no reason to pick somebody last because they're number one now. Nice job, Night of the Champions, and they are champions. I think we need another victory lap, you guys. Congratulations. Nice job.
Number 4, Edmonds Construction Pinning. Addison Pemberton, Jennifer Marshall, Bruce Thompson. Team number 1, Shauna Schaefer, Emma Ribley, Lila Ribley, year 2. John Schaefer, Bruce Thompson, Emma Ribley, year 3. In this division, we'll pay 5 monies in the average. 2 herd settlers. Addison Pemberton, Jennifer Marshall, Bruce Thompson, they're out with 81 and 79 on 6. Good luck. Flag is up. 1-1, cattle number 1.
The number 4 Legacy Championships Edmondson Construction Team Penning. This class is going to be a little bit different because you can have trash cattle. That means we can have the
this
wrong.
This team don't need trash.
They don't need
trash.
trash.
About 20 seconds.
Now we see Addison trying to redeem herself after that go in the number 5.
Yes, yes. All right, I'm going to scoot down here just a little bit back to our spot. And if my voice goes, it's gone.
The important part of this class is that it is designed for beginner novice riders. So you don't have any higher rated novices. So these are your guys, this is your introductory novice class. It's awesome. It's a lot of fun. It's why we allow trash cattle in this class because these guys need a little bit more forgiveness on the line.
You bet. And we mentioned earlier, everybody has to start somewhere. And you don't want to start at trying to attain that highest level right off the bat. You want a little cushion, as you mentioned.
And you know, we need to have beginner novice classes at places because who doesn't want to come to Vegas and compete? We all love watching a good finals, but we want to be in one too.
You know, and funny you should mention that. A lady, our neighbor, traveled with us to Vegas this time watching this class. She made the statement, I think I could ride in that class. And that's what it's all about.
We need to get new contestants, new families, new friends going, and a class like this is a perfect entry level to get them started.
You bet it is.
Cows a little tricky at the pen.
They got one, don't want to go in. Good job there. No give up on them.
And you're going to see a lot of Northern and Central California teams in this class. They're used to riding our legacy divisions, so they feel a little more comfortable with the trash, and a lot of them haven't really traveled to very many USTPAs. So it's a good place for them to get started in a big show.
They're not all as diehard as we are and drive all over the United States and Canada. And
you know, that used to be a lot more fun when I was younger. I'm going to be real honest with you.
I was lucky. I got to fly out here, but Louie informed me earlier I had to drive home. So.
But is Louie flying home? Or you got to be stuck with Louie in the truck?
He better not be. He better not be. It's a long way back to Texas.
So we got Bruce Thompson, John Schaefer, and I'm not sure who the third is. Again, we get a lot of new faces in these classes, so I won't know everyone, but I know some of them, and it was a lot of fun to watch and root for them.
And that's a good problem to have, not knowing everybody. All right, he missed the first one, but I think his partners see it. Good job there going in. Give it just a little hesitation. Let that good cut. Good cut.
Now we got Bruce Thompson coming across on the roan, and John's getting back in.
Oh,
grab his
duck on
cow.
the left.
Oh, they're going to hustle to the pen. The other thing, too, is you don't have as much apprehension when you can have a trash cow. A lot of times you don't bring a trash cow, but you don't get as nervous and as tight trying to ride for it.
And when trash is an issue, you start out on a herd and there's one bad calf, it makes especially these novice riders very tentative. Hey, I don't want to do anything wrong here.
No, and we saw it in the finals. There's a pretty bad 8 that kept running up on everyone. Novice rider's going to handle that a little bit differently than our open guys.
You bet.
Now we got some. I am not.
This is all you, Remy. I don't know any of these people.
I think we're looking for settlers right now.
I will say this.
This is a legacy class, so that's why you see that you don't have to have a cowboy hat in this class. For legacy, we run hat or no hat. Again, as an introduction, right, for people. Not everyone's out there ready to go spend a lot of money on a hat. We have Lauren Padgett going in first. She is from Southern California. She is currently going to college in Utah. Debbie Tidy is coming across to turn.
Good job.
Lauren
there,
rode by
cleaning
her
that up.
spare cow. We got, I think this is TR Black in the herd. He's going to drive that Charlet out. Oh, no, he's going to take the dark brown cow. They want to take the first cow. So Lauren is going to make that third cut. And again, Debbie's going to step up in turn 4. Lauren's going to ride by the spare.
Good job there.
And see, same thing in a no trash class. She might have backed off a lot sooner, even if she didn't need to. But again, it's that worry of having trash.
You know, and another thing in this class, competitors are not worried about, as we move up in level, horsepower.
Yes.
And in this class, a horse that they may have at home that is not that top notch, but they can still compete.
That puts them
learn
third in the
basics.
average. 100%. Gets them to learn the basics. They don't have as big of a buy-in. And they see if this is for them. I think it should be for everybody, but if it's not, you didn't spend a lot of money on a horse that you're not ready to take down the road.
If everybody liked mustard, it'd be $100 a jar.
100%.
All right, next team up.
We got John Schaefer again, and I think that's Julian, and for sure that's Rory Calhoun in the light teal shirt. He is from one of our Washington competitors. A big group came from Yakima this year. We got all the northern guys. I think they wanted to get out of the rain and snow.
Shout out to you and James. I haven't looked. I don't know how many states and how many places we have represented. No, we've got 2 countries and a lot of states represented. A lot of people have traveled a long way.
I think John's letting his horse breathe.
Looks like we've got our cattle settled. Looks like Chris has got something going
My
on.
brother
Christopher,
is on the microphone.
he's on the walkie-talkie. We have an issue. I hope it's not like the last class.
Again, going back to Willie Tellum, his favorite quote is, well, what would it be like if everything went right for once? He wouldn't know what to do with it.
We wouldn't know how to act. We wouldn't know how to act. But we do a good job here of adapting, going on, working through it.
Livestock is all just one emergency to the next.
Well, what did John Wayne say?
Okay. It's late in the night. Everyone's getting a little chippy, Patty.
All right, minor hiccup. We'll get it straightened out and we'll move on.
All right, and that's another thing you're going to see in these novice classes as open riders, as high AMs. We're ready to go. We know where we're supposed to be. And again, it's just an experience, right? It's experience. It tells us where we're supposed to be. So now we have the Ribley sisters and John Schaefer going in. Again, a super family-friendly sport and at an entry level.
A lot of these people, this probably their first trip to Vegas. So, there are think, hey, he pulled a double, so I'm going to.
Again, if you do something wrong, that double's going to come in handy every time.
All right, good move there. They got three headed that way.
And these guys are from Northern California, not Central California. These guys are from Northern California. Well, it all worked out for them, didn't it?
It did. They just needed a little bit, gather their thoughts, what they was going to do. Then we had it going on. All right, we're moving on down now. I think we've got it lined out. We'll see the next team coming in.
It is a super family-friendly sport. You'll see that a lot in this entry-level class. You see a lot of guys riding with their husbands, wives, daughters, sons, because, again, it's an entry-level class for a lot of these guys to get in, and most of them haven't grown up team penning.
You bet. And that's, as I said, they're not all diehards that travel down the road like some of us were just, I guess, born into, but that's all we've ever known.
What else would we do with our spare time or money?
There you go. I did see a gentleman, saw the T-shirt of the day, gentleman walking around here. His T-shirt read, "My next wife will not own a horse."
She might own a boat, though, and I don't know that that's not worse.
There you go. Those can be expensive, too. Or a race car.
An off-road cart, a motorcycle.
There you go.
Horses aren't that bad when you think about it.
All right, we got a flag up here.
John made it back a whole bunch.
He did. He pulled a duck off the left.
Now we got Rory going in. Again, this is part of our
He's
Yakima
got
crew, and he's got
there.
a double if he'll let it come.
Look at this. Will it work?
Oh, he didn't. I don't think he even saw that third, but she did.
She did.
And again, when we switch between these classes with the trash and no trash, it gets a little harder on the audience and a lot harder on our judges.
You bet.
In fact, it got a lot harder on my son. He pulled up because he thought that he was trashed out. All right, they're going to regather and get
there
to the pen.
There you go. And I've always said everyone should have to judge one of these once. It gives you a new perspective.
100%. I saw one year we were at a finals and they put a tennis ball on the line. And they showed it from 5 feet to left, 5 feet to the right, 10 and 15, and it was a different perspective the entire time.
You bet.
So sometimes it looks good, sometimes it looks bad.
Good run there for that team. They cleaned those sixes
now
up.
This is, I believe, going to be fathers and daughters together on this team. Maybe not. Nope. No, they're coming in next. Okay, so this is Jim Ribley. This is the father of the two girls that just rode on that last run.
This is, I think, Joe O'Day's wife.
It is. That is Celeste. I saw her running fast in the other pen. And again, these lower numbered classes are great for people that don't want to run as fast. The other thing that's changed about team penning is we have gone to, she's got a double right there. The other thing that's changed about team penning is the arena size. We used to pen in giant arenas where it was an all-out horse race, and now there's a lot more skill, and if you're afraid to run fast, you can still get it done at a decent rate of speed.
All right, Celeste sets that 7 up. Good move there. Looks like she's got it clear.
Now
all right,
Celeste
here we go to the pen. You know, her husband, Joe O'Day, haven't seen them in a while. It's good to see them back.
Again, we've had a lot of older faces coming back at this show.
You bet. God, there's more people here at this penning that I don't know and haven't seen. And that's a good thing because that means new faces and new participants.
As the producer, I don't know most of these people. And again, it's a good thing. It's a little disconcerting when you don't know everybody. Now, September, the lady here on the yellow horse, she's made a couple finals and had some bad luck, so let's hope it changes for her in this class.
You bet. And that's, if it's good to see success for those new riders. And when you make finals, even if you don't win, you're getting close, and that keeps you coming back.
No, we talk about it with a lot of riders, right? When you first start riding, your first goal is to make the second go, right? The second go to the top 10, from the top 10 to earning money. And once you win, there's no looking back, unfortunately. It is addictive. Jennifer just made a nice turn to bring the spare back, but we lost our good cow. He's got all three in the corner if he can make it work. And again, Jake is one of our newer riders.
Trying hard. Good job
Trying
there.
very hard
She
and
helps him
hustling.
out. Well, that two there, you just don't really want to
He
play.
does not. He hasn't looked up the pen once.
Nope. And us sitting up here, it's a lot easier up here in the stands looking in than it is out there.
James asked me after the 13 final.
Oh,
Hold on, September.
You're okay. You're okay. She's yelling go.
You know what? She's in it
yell-
to win it. She's committed. She's going to send them on. We can no longer pin on foot. We used to be able to pin on foot.
Good
she
job
can't-
of that
she can't-
cowgirl
She
there.
can't
though.
work cattle on foot. Oh, no.
She didn't quit, though. She
She didn't
kept
quit.
trying.
No, and she sent him on.
She did. She did.
That is one of the jokes is when James and I were dating, we were running to the pen like really fast and again in a 300-foot arena. And they went to step by a trash cow and to go on to the pen. That horse turned, made a big turn. And I watched James go off. And then I just stepped in to sweep. And he goes, I knew you were the run for me when you didn't even wait. You just kept running on.
There you go. Got a run to make. Doesn't matter who's on
I
the
got
road.
money to win.
There you go.
I'll catch up with you later.
Yep.
All right, this is Heather Calhoun in the middle. She is from Yakima. I think this whole group is from Yakima. I believe that's Rayanne on the left side. It's getting dusty in here. I can't see a lot of things. If this is Rayanne, she is just coming back off of a knee replacement surgery.
They had a 4 right on top. She saw another 4 over here. All right, they got 2 out quick.
And now Heather's going to be hustling in.
She saw it.
She is a traveling nurse.
You know, it's amazing. You see these people right up to the herd, and you can see the instant that they see a cow.
It's like a light bulb goes off.
Yep.
Now she's going to get it together. She's riding a big, strong mare. Going to get hustled around. If I was her, I'd be backing off a little bit.
No back off.
You
the
know
herd.
what? No discretion. So, and also I'm sitting here doing the live telecast and not in the finals. So what do I know?
No back off the herd. All right, Rowdy, how many more teams do we like? Thank you. I wish he listened to me always that well.
So we got J.R. Hunsaker, also from Washington. Addie Pemberton's making another appearance in the finals. She's the younger girl that shows hogs. And last out is going to be Erin Lehman. She is from Reno, Nevada.
The littlest big town in the world.
I know
think
it's,
that's
so
Has she
Addie's
got
going to
a
try and
pair?
drive. No, she doesn't have a pair, but remember, she doesn't have
Oh,
trash.
yes.
She's going to
Oh,
keep
okay.
that cow rolling. Nice
Good
turn
job
by
on the
Erin.
line.
Oh,
Good
we
cut
peeled
over
one
here.
right off.
All right,
We
we're
just need
looking
to get
good.
back in.
Do they see the third one?
I
No,
think
we
Addie
can't
sees
tell them,
it.
but it's right in front of her.
Wish we could. She still
Oh,
doesn't see
yeah,
it. Nope.
she doesn't see it.
She was
She went the wrong
overcommitted.
way.
That's one of the cardinal sins in team pen is to not get in the herd if you don't see it because stuff like this can happen.
Yep. And it's went to a
About
Chinese
the only time
fire
we
drill.
get in the herd is in Canada when the cattle are just as big as our horse because you
Exactly,
can't see over their
exactly. I can testify to that. You have to push and just kind of push your way through up there.
So they're going to take what they can get with the 30-second buzzer have already gone on.
Looks like they're going to get
They're riding
two
for
in.
money right
There you
now.
go. There you go.
And again, this is our number 4 Edmondson Construction. Their motto is "We move dirt," and I'll tell you they do a lot of dirt moving here at South Point.
Good deal. All right, folks, that's going to bring the 4 class to a close.
Mm-hmm.
And stay tuned. We have our premier class for the USTPA, our 10 Elite. Got a great top 10 coming back.
Got a
I
great
think it's
top
pretty
10, and it
tough.
is sponsored by a pretty special man that is sitting with some headphones on his ears right now.
There you go.
3B Horse and Cattle.
Here are your results. 5th place in the average, taking home $372. 5th place going to Carmela Romero, T.R. Black, and Lauren Pageant. 5th place.
That's Debbie Tidy right there for Carmelo's. Debbie Tidy there.
4th place in the average, $495. John Schaefer, Emma Ribley, and Lila Ribley. 3rd place in the average, $660. John Schaefer, Bruce Thompson, and Emma Ribley. Reserve champions, $1,032. Addison Pemberton, Jennifer Marshall, and Bruce Thompson. Ladies and gentlemen, your winners are the number 4, $1,572. Ray Ann Johnson, Heather Calhoun, and Erica Johnson. Come on in.
Oh, here they come. Our number 4 Edmondson Construction winners. Nice job. Way to get it done there. All right, I'm going to let Remy take over here and interview our winners of our number 4 Edmondson.
All right, what's your name and where are you from?
I'm Erica, and I'm from Sunnyside, Washington.
All right, so this is all a Yakima crew, right? Or Sunnyside crew? That's what I said. I just want to make sure I was right on the live feed. Oh, that's your mom. I didn't realize that was your mom. All right, so what's the best part about penning in Vegas and penning in general and now winning with your mom?
I guess just the experience. I have so much adrenaline. Oh my gosh. I'm really speechless. I don't know. I just had so much fun. I got to ride with 2 of my favorite people to ride with, and I just love it. I'd come back many times.
All right, Rayanne, you took a gamble, right? You just had your knee redone? So Rayanne had a knee replacement surgery, and she got to come here and ride. So what's it like to win with your daughter and your bestie, Heather?
It's awesome. Words can't explain it. I'm very blessed.
All right, well, Heather came down to be my house guest for 2 months in California, except for we got more rain than we've had in the last 30 years. So she brought the rain from Washington. She got to see her new grandbaby, and then she headed out home because she said she couldn't clean Tori's house anymore. So she can still clean it, but I think she was done cleaning it. All right, Heather, what's it mean to win? And do you have anything else you want to say?
I want to say thank you to the 2 best people. Rayanne's my best friend, and then that's my other daughter. And I want to say thank you to my daughter and her husband for coming all the way from California with the new baby. And the last thing I'm going to say is thank you, Remy, for finding me this amazing horse. I have chills. She is unbelievable. Love you.
All right, these are our number 4 Edmondson Construction Team Penning Champions.
And there are number 4 Edmondson Construction winners. Nice job. All right, one final to go here. The Elite 202 teams were down to 10.
Team number 1, Mac Wade, Crystal Versagen, and Darcy Brown. You're going to be team number 1, Bruce Wade, Shelley Zidek, Stuart Mashmeyer, your 2, Hector Merle, and Terry, your 3. We will pay 10 monies in the average here in the number 10 Elite. Hey, be sure and make plans to attend the number 10 Elite Finals in West Monroe, Louisiana in July. Be marking it on your calendar. Be sure and take off out of that cubicle. Mac Wade, Christopher Sage, and Darcy Brown, a 59.90 on 6, short round of the number 10 Elite.
All right, Remy, we're here back with our number 10 Elite Handicap Penning. Good class here. First team.
First team out is going to be Mac Wade, Crystal Versagen, and Darcy Brown. Those are all Canadians as well. Man, the Canadians kept me out of every finals. I'm going to blame it on them, not my riding ability.
They're coming in with a 59.9. I think they're coming in at about 9th.
This is another rapid class. So Darcy's going in first on the big red horse. And Crystal's heading right back in with the and that trash cow got him. Remember, we are back to a no trash class and a rated team.
And one thing, and if you've been watching this for the first 2 days, this black herd yesterday was pretty soft. It's not been that way today.
You know, and that's the thing. We have a lot of Mexican steers here. They change over the days. The ones that get ridden on more tend to get much softer. We say soft. It's cattle that are easier to handle. But the ones that sit outside all day and don't have to do anything, it gives them plenty of time to think about how they want to run you over.
Yep. Next team up.
Bruce Wade, Shelly Zydek, and Stuart Mashmeyer. They come in with a 53-41.
They're in about third.
So they're going to make a run. Again, we saw that this herd was pretty good in the last set of finals at the beginning, but they can't go as hard as they want to go. And everyone gets excited finals with all the music. You can't let the adrenaline get the best of you. Again, there's that black 8 that we were talking about with the trash class. He makes a big push on you, and it's hard to get him turned.
She had 2 over there. She took her time, made sure that first cut.
And now Stewart's going to go on in. This is Bruce Wade. He's here with his son, Mac, and Mac's fiance, Paige, organized all the stalls for the Canadians to come down.
That was a job in itself.
It is one that I usually take on, and I was glad to have Paige take care of it for somebody else.
All right, they're down to the third cow.
Down to third cow, but not a lot of time left, so they got to make a
All right,
split
they got to
and a push.
hustle. They got to hustle.
Remember, that clock is ticking away as they go. Oh, that cow was tough right there at the pen. Little different in Canada. Remember, they don't have to raise their hand, so whenever the Canadians come down to stop time, we have to remind them to raise their hand.
You know, and there's a lot of different associations throughout the United States, and that's part of it. You have to know the rules where you're at. They don't adapt them for you. You have to adapt to their
and
rules.
part of that is the gamesmanship. Next up is going to be Hector Yaramillo. That is my next-door neighbor.
Okay.
I love Hector. He races quarter horses as well. He's a super stand-up guy, and if I ever need anything, he's always there for me. And then we got Merle Browning from Montana and Terry Sargent from Canada. They come with a 53-34.
Yeah, they're coming in second place, so they'd love to move up to that top
Now,
spot.
remember, Hector won the first go fast time at Elite Finals last year with a smoke and run with Miss Robin Wessner.
Yep.
He's got to take care of business because this finals has been falling apart. Now, Hector likes to turn. I actually prefer him to go in with me, but
Right there's a place.
right,
I've
you know,
never
right
found.
there, or it's all black in this herd. That's the hard part. You know, historically we've had the finals cattle here that is one black, one red, and one white cow. That made a big difference. Now Hector's got to hustle this cow to the pen. They got to put them together. Hector's got no problem running and telling you to hustle too.
All right, they got 2 in, 1 more to go.
Get their hand up. Nice run for Hector.
There you go. That's probably going to move them to the top of the leaderboard.
Puts them second.
Okay.
Next up is going to be Brandon Kruger, Carter Rycroft, and Mike Christian. So Mike Christian is an Orange County businessman. Brandon Kruger trains horses out of Minnesota and Arizona. And I don't know what Carter Rycroft does. Again, a Canadian.
I think he's Canadian.
He is Canadian. I thought they were all lumberjacks, so I'm not sure. They come with a 60-29. They're going to have to be pretty rapid to go to the top of that leaderboard.
Now, Brendan Kruger's going in first. He has no problem. He's one of our top riders. I've rode with Brendan several times.
Yeah, this 8, this that same 8. They got to finish it.
Making everybody pay attention. Okay, they got a 0 crossing.
And Mike's trying to tell his partner where he's at. Now he's got a cow coming back.
He's got a double in front of him, but I'm afraid it's all going to fall apart.
Mm-hmm.
All right, they got 1 out. It's going to.
Now Mike can't get there, and Carter couldn't get his horse up out of the ground. Maybe it's still going to come together. And the 30-second buzzer just went off. Now, if I was them, I'd be probably thinking about taking something like we tell the juniors to do. But there's a lot of added money if these teams keep blowing out. One head in the pen is better than none.
And they are going to the pen with 1. See how that works out for them. You know, it's a gamble, but it's a money gamble. You know, and that cow is balking on them.
That was not the draw they wanted to have in this finals.
No, it wasn't.
Next up, we're going to have some more Canadians, and Brittany Fraser, Scott Fraser, and Caitlin Potts. They come in with a 58-14.
That's going to be middle of the pack, somewhere around 6th, 7th, 8th, somewhere in that
The
neighborhood.
way that this finals is shaking out, it doesn't matter what you aim with it. You just have to get your cattle penned.
Right now, they'd take a 3-head run, a pretty solid run, I think, and never even come in.
And I think it was Scott last night that was talking about that they had a friend that really wanted this to be on his bucket list, and he passed away. And now all the Canadians kind of are riding for Dave this weekend.
You know, when things like that happen, it kind of sets things back in proportion to what's important. And, you know, it's good that they remember that gentleman, and I know he's looking down proud.
She's got a cow coming to her.
All right. The partner's got the second one spotted.
Third sitting right here on the end. They got to take care of business. Now, the teams in this are still tough, not as stout as that 13. That 13 is almost an open class.
Yes, it is.
And this is more of a AM novice or a pro-AM novice. So we have some professionals, but this class really tends towards those mid-level rated riders. And we also have handicapped adjusted times in this class. It's 1 second off for every number under 10.
You know, all of these teams that have made the finals have qualified for that elite finals, but the top 50% in this class are qualified. In that elite finals, last year I didn't think it'd get any better. This year, we're probably going to give away somewhere $400,000 in cash and prizes, somewhere in that ballpark.
And we're heading to West Monroe, the Ike, because we can run 2 indoor arenas side by side. You can walk across the parking lot to your hotel. So if you're looking for a venue to go to in July.
And plus, you can eat some of the best Cajun food in the world.
I'm excited to be back at West Monroe. Now up is going to be James Greer with an older team of Ronnie Acree and his daughter Jessica Acree. Now we're hoping, James didn't see the 2 running out, but Jess sees it. She's got to make sure that she gets turned. James has a pair, but he's worried about the second one. He needs to grab his first cow.
I'm leaving that to you.
Jess is going to go to her cow, but James has got his third.
Get to his head.
She's going to filter it out and drive by, let her route, Ronnie.
Last one for James.
Now, James, we got to get turned. And Jess got to get across. Sorry if you hear the excitement in my voice. It's because it's my husband out there, and he's been all but snake bit.
And that snake is still biting.
Take the 2 if you can't bring it.
I'm not sure. I think I had this 2 earlier.
They need to take it. See how it never respected him? They should have taken it the first time it made that turn. They need to hustle. It's good money. One of the things that people don't understand, again, about not producing a show is you cannot ride at the same level because you're out of it.
Yep.
So James been here. He pulled in at 4:30 on Wednesday or Tuesday morning. So we've been here since Tuesday, setting up and running around, and it's tough to ride and get it all done.
It is. I've helped put on shows before, and it's hard to ride and produce at the same time. But again, you guys always do a great job. It may not show at the cash window, but you do a great job of promoting shows.
He did a really good job making the finals. It just didn't come together. And again, that third cow didn't really want to look up the pen.
And like I said, in the 13, I'm pretty sure that same 2 cost me a check.
So now we have Wesley Appenzeller, Shelly Zidek, and Kim Shuck. So these are 2 Canadians with an Arizona cowboy. And Wesley is always pretty stout in this elite class. He's done very well in it.
Wesley is a very smart rider. Of course, he should be. He's a rocket scientist.
He should be. And we're trying to make an invention to make us all a lot of money so I can fly into team pennants like you.
All right, good run there.
That was a very good run. And it came with a 60-20. I believe that's going to put them to the top of the leaderboard.
Rowdy's going to tell us here momentarily.
And 88 and 47 puts them to the lead in the average. Next up, we got another Canadian team, Bruce Wade, Scott Fraser, and Stuart Mashmeyer. They come with a 56-50, so they got to be a 32 and change.
Wes, he's firing up the crowd.
Wesley just wants to be in his jean shorts out here. So we got Scott Fraser going in that herd first.
I guess we would call Wesley still a newlywed. His wife is one of our secretaries here at USTPA. Does a great job for us.
She does a fantastic job, so shout out to Brittany for doing all the odds and end work. Same thing, these Canadians are used to kind of being on pushy cattle. I think it's been good for them. I think it's actually been to their advantage. Sometimes that's not when they come down here, but they're used to cattle that push on you. So while these weigh a little bit less than the ones we ride on in Canada, they were ready to give those cattle that space.
Yeah, about 4 years ago, I went to Canada, and I took a little mare with me, and I'm pretty sure they had cattle that were bigger than her.
The first year we went to Ponoka and then Calgary, James got kicked in the leg in the sorting pen, really high up in the leg, and the cow didn't really have to kick. It just like reached out and hit him on a actually big mare, on like a 15-hand mare. So if that gives you any idea about how big those cattle are. All right, we got Conrad Stitzer coming in. That is one of our sponsors. That is Pinnacle Painting. He's out of Reno, Nevada. Coming with Brandon Kruger and then Mike Christian with a 55-18. We're looking like a sub-33 run to take the lead in the average. And Conrad only brought one horse here because they haven't been able to get anything legged up. They've had so much snow in the Reno area.
There you go.
It's been hard to ride. And Mike Christian is on his wife's horse now. Brandon must see his cow. Again, we're getting down to the end of those herds. They know what their cows are going to be. Oh, and he should have backed off.
Hard running one.
And our last team is going to be Sarah Uzak, Terry Sargent, and Addison Hull, another Canadian team. They come with a 51-82, so they were leading it. They're also rated an 8, which means they're going to have 2 seconds off of this time that they get in the finals.
And Sarah Uzak, she was our high point winner in the 9 shootout. Won one of those beautiful Todd J saddles. Great job by her. And the Cowgirls have done very good here. This is our inaugural weekend with the Cowgirl Channel, and Cowgirls have done a great job this weekend.
The girls are showing out for the channel.
There you go. And they're going to know their number.
And she's hitting the herd a little harder than I would, but, again, I'm sitting here with you and not down there, so what do I know? They got a cow running out on the right, and I don't think he saw it.
That 9 is really, really not wanting to play.
Oh. And now we got 2 guys in the herd, and I don't know that that's super advisable on these.
You got to get real big on the line.
Oh, good
She's
job,
doing it
Addison.
so far. They got to regroup.
That was a good recovery, but that tie.
Okay, now at this point, they're going for a check. I mean, winning is probably out of it. They need to go for
and there comes
that
8
going to
again.
hurt. All right, Remy. That's going to bring the curtain down on the 10 elite class, but a great day of team pinning.
We had almost 500 teams today.
You bet. Be with us tomorrow. We're going to come back in the morning with the 9 elite sorting. And Remy, that class, we have our 10 elite as we just got done here. That 9 elite sorting is going to come up next year. That finals is going to be massive. Probably, again, I'm throwing out numbers. I'm going to say $300,000, $400,000, $500,000.
No, we're going to be in Fort Worth for that 9 elite finals. So we're going to have two gemstones in the crown of USTPA, and in addition to our national finals that runs every October. We got 3
Breed. Ty Murray in second place. Ross Coleman is our man.
Even though the whistle just blew, 8 seconds is up, we still got to ride.